What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka the Freakin 10. Back again with another video. And the second song out of the rabbit hole that I'm diving into headfirst very willingly of Sabaton with StormTroopers. So there's a lot of history. There's a lot of videos out there. This one just caught my eye. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but you know, when you say StormTroopers, right, and you kind of give that World War II vibe off it, you grab my attention. I love history. It's funny to say that I don't remember a lot that I've learned. It's just how my brain functions. It'll store it away, but you know, it takes some jarring. So there may be things that I remember that I've learned before, as they continue to teach, as they did with Bismarck, and y'all did a phenomenal job of giving me kind of the history. That's the other reason I like doing what I do, is because the users that have that knowledge and so willingly share it and take time out of their day to give me the history, as a lot of y'all did, that means the world to me, because I can go and explore and read about it, but it's that interaction and the, you know, you taking the time that just makes it that much better. So I appreciate that. So this is a brand new song in the sense of that I see it was released in 2022 on their album The War to End All Wars. So I'm very, very interested to see where this goes lyrically, especially in the climate that we're in right now. So this kind of excites me, and also just because of how they wrote with Bismarck, what they see right through their eyes. So very, very interested to see. So with that being said, let's switch it up. Let's see where it goes. I got the lyrics ready. Let's dive in head first. Love the intro already. The view from the bunker. All right, so I'm gonna stop there to go over this first part because they do go through. Now there's a standstill in the war, repeating what's been done before. It must come to an end. A few will transcend. They were under 25, and under fire they would thrive. The Sturman is born, their enemies scorned. A glimpse of the future, new tactics in war, new doctrine in combat explored. As fast as lightning, there's no time to mourn. A glimpse of the future, and Blitzkrieg is born. Strike at 0 hour with overwhelming firepower. They're fueled by the fear in their enemies' eyes. It's a shock troop infiltration, a fast and violent escalation. Out of the trenches, the stormtroopers rise. So the parts that I was telling you is where my memory goes and how my brain works, memory loss, things like that. So, you know, I'm thinking this is related to the elite soldiers of Nazi Germany. I could be wrong. Again, just how my brain works. So please don't yell at me too much. Alter, I think that's a Walter P11 in his hand, which I think was a primary handgun, but I could be wrong. Or not Walter P11. Is it a Walter P22? Walter P11? But it seems like there was this a light Wow. Elite German humor. They were known as the StormTroopers. These guys' ability, not just with the music, but these lyrics, right, is fascinating to me. I mean, they're telling a story, and I said it with Bismarck, right? But this time I'm not closing my eyes because I'll miss something, as someone had pointed out. But their ability to tell a story of history in a song form, and not just a song form, but a beautiful song. If you listen to that melody, I have to go back, and I rarely do this in songs. I'm gonna see if I can get around to where it was. Go back a little bit farther. Right here. I mean, that it just the ability to tell that story where you're, you know, take out the visuals, right? If you were to sit there and listen to this, you could see, you know, a very similar image in your head of the soldiers rushing and that fear in the eyes, right? As you saw. And when I clicked on the video itself, I saw the description and it said that they were giving a shout out to the person that did this video. This video is amazing. But I go back to their lyrics, right? Not just the music, but to be able to write a song and tell a story like that is just, this is the kind of stuff that I live for when it comes to music, right? Ginger and Tatiana, she's got this way of painting the picture, but she does it in the non-literal sense, right? You get this image that she's painting and don't always see the meaning behind it in a literal sense, right? You kind of got to look and see, okay, what could this mean? What could this mean? These guys are telling a friggin' story. This is what I live for. I'm so excited to take this dive down the rabbit hole. Yeah, let's keep it going. Jaggers led the way, pioneers would join the fray, initiative gained, advancement sustained, lead through their each command, as they're advancing through the land, encircling their flanks, and ravage the ranks, expose the reinforcements, destroying the lines, new doctrine in combat alliance, infantry attacks, exposing the love mix. Strike at 0 hour with overwhelming firepower. They're fueled by the fear in their enemy's eyes. It's a shock troop infiltration, a fast violent escalation. Out of the trenches, the stormtroopers rise. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop around the same point and same image. So, and it could be Jaggers or Jaggers, so forgive me. Led the way, the pioneers would join the fray. Initiative gained, advancement sustained. Lead through direct command as they're advancing through the land, encircling their flanks and ravaging their ranks. Expose their reinforcements, destroying their lines. New doctrine in combat aligns. Infantry attracts, exposing the cracks. New combat ideals. As the Kaiserschlacht fields. Now I may have butchered that. I didn't catch it off the top. This is brilliant. I'm honestly blown away by it, and I don't think that my reaction is necessarily going to do the justice to this, especially when you're writing a song. You can go write poetry, right, and make poetry rhyme, and you can tell a picture with poetry. But when you mix that with music to where it's this powerful in the message and the visions that it creates is amazing. blows my mind. I love it. And then the chorus: strike at 0 hour with overwhelming firepower. They're fueled by the fear in their enemies' eyes. It's a shock troop infiltration, a fast and violent escalation. Out of the trenches, the stormtroopers arise. Excuse me, rise. You know, and I, while this I think is the kind of the quote official music video, obviously it's animated. So I think the animation was built, I think, by a friend or a fan or someone that I saw in the brief description. I don't like to read the descriptions beforehand because I don't want it to paint a picture in my head and give me a preconceived notion. I like getting that true response. This is, I'm refraining from cussing, but this is effing brilliant. Let's continue. It looks like we've got one more verse and then repeat of the chorus. So I'm just going to let it play out. Oh, their switches are amazing. Build. Yep. Visuals are amazing. Beautiful visual. Love the guitar.
There's no time to mourn. A glimpse of the future, and blitzkrieg is born. Strike at 0 hour with overwhelming fire.
I love this chorus.
They're fueled by the fear in their enemy's eyes. It's a shock troop infiltration, a fast and violent escalation. Out of the trenches, the stormtroopers rise. Strike at 0 hour with overwhelming firepower.
Visuals are great.
They're fueled by the fear in their enemy's eyes. It's a shock troop infiltration, a fast and violent escalation. Out of the trenches, the stormtroopers rise.
Okay, I stopped it right now. I didn't want to miss anything. So they kind of repeated really what was back up at the beginning, right? So a glimpse of the future, new tactics in war, new doctrine in combat explored. As fast as lightning, there's no time to mourn. A glimpse of the future in the Blitzkrieg is born. Strike at 0 hour with overwhelming firepower. They fueled by the fear in their enemies' eyes. It's a shock troop infiltration, a fast and violent escalation. Out of the trenches, the stormtroopers rise. So, see, now this makes me want to go watch history documentaries, because it fascinates me how they paint the picture, and it really ties it together. And I've probably seen documentaries on it. There's just something how my brain works, and memory loss and retention and stuff like that that I deal with on a regular basis, on a daily basis. So don't be too harsh on me. It's not me being ignorant to history. It's there is an issue where I don't remember a lot of things. But this in itself, the way they paint the pictures, the way they give you the visuals without the animated video, right? Take that aside. I don't care who the band is, and I think I said this on Bismarck. When you can tell a complete story, with lyrics, to where you're sitting there listening, singing along, rocking out. I can only imagine what these guys' concerts look like, and I'm so excited to see what a live performance of these guys looks like. they just take it to a whole nother level. These guys, I'm wanting to go through their stuff. I went through Nightwish very quickly. I went through Ginger very quickly because when I was doing this, I was putting out 5 videos a day, every day almost, I think, if I go back. And that's why my channel grew so quickly, just the pure amount of content. This gets me to wanting to go review everything at once. And I'm trying to do this to where I don't get burnt out with the combination of life in this, if I'm honest, because that's what happened. I was in a wreck. If you go back and watch my videos a year ago, you'll see my cone-shaped head, my puffy eyes, from the bad accident that my family was in. And so this time I'm trying to be smarter with it because the wreck, and then I was in another wreck 3 months later. Neither of them my fault. And so, you know, this time I'm kind of being a little bit smarter with how I do it. So please understand, I'm going to be releasing and diving into this content quite extensively. I'm finishing up the Ginger album of Wallflower I released last year that I didn't get to cover. And then I'm trying to get just random music that I've never heard before and react to it. I've got a ton of requests, but I'm starting to see that I'm wanting to release now 3 songs and not just 2 songs. Because I want to dive deeper into Sabaton. This song is amazing. I can't thank, you know, Martine for recommending it to start, and then the incredible Sabaton community for the feedback and you know, the suggestions. And the next one, I won't try to butcher the name, but it was about a king. I won't butcher the name. That's the next one I'm going to. I wanted to get this one. I saw the title. And I think in the back of my mind, you know, just from the war, obviously I was thinking World War II, but I wasn't quite connecting the dots. So again, forgive me. I don't have the best memory. This excites me. This was beautiful. I can't say enough. I could sit here and babble 20 minutes for it, but I won't. So, let me switch back, just give a quick little outro on this. When I watch these videos, right, there's some music and some songs that grab me. There's some that don't. You know, when I get a band that captures my attention, Nightwish captured my attention, Ginger captured my attention, and how they write, and how Tomas wrote for Nightwish, and how Tatiana writes for Ginger. There's a lot of artists across multiple genres that capture my attention with the stories they tell. And I don't care if it's rock, heavy metal, you know, getting into hip hop, and how Eminem, regardless of the person, but as a lyricist, could paint a picture so vividly. These guys do the same thing, and that's what captures me about songs. When you do that, I don't care who you are, what genre, if you had a one-hit wonder or not, you've got my attention. This is a band that has my attention. So I'm looking extremely forward to it. I could ramble on, but I won't. As always, I'll give my shameless plug. If you like the video, hey, drop me a like, leave me a comment, educate me. I love the education side of it because I can always refer back to it. If you like the content I'm putting out, hit the subscribe button. I release every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes I'll pop up random content. Again, just depends on busy life. I've got 3 kids, a wife. They keep me extremely busy. And then I work a full-time job as well. So 3 videos, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is what I've committed to now. So please, if you like it, hit that subscribe button. I always interact with the community. I try to respond to as many posts as I can. Once they go live and I start seeing the comments come in. So please don't be scared to drop me a line. Give me a recommendation. I'll get it captured down. So with that being said, my friends, that's going to do it for this video. If someone asks you to stop what you're doing, I don't care what it is. Don't ask for a minute more. Don't ask for 2. And certainly don't ask for 5. If someone asks you to stop what you're doing, always ask for just 10 more minutes. This is JTMM. I'll see you next time. I am out.